Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, and for the top four seeds, a time to begin their quest for the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the number 4 seed in the playoff, the Texas Longhorns. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. Returner decides to fair catch this. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Looking to pass here on second down. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Short return tackle made at the 27. Crucial takeaway.
Chris, that one cost him. He's just trying to get something started here early in the game, trying to take a chance, but it backfires. The defense in great position to come up with that interception.
Looking out throwing here to start the drive. It's a quick grab.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
The completion makes it second down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
The Canes line it up with first and goal. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And he will score. Touchdown, Canes. Now the try for 2. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. When he runs it into the end zone, that'll push the lead up to 8 points. Now they get set to kick it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football out to the 25-yard line. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession, ended in a pick. Now, wasn't alert enough, didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And the wideout goes in motion. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Going for a big play downfield. And it's intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And looking for a big play here. The catch is made, and he does get the foot down to rule it a catch, a big gainer.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Launches downfield. Oh, that one's picked off. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
How about the big fella coming up with the interception? You don't see that very often.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. And the running back takes the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
With the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28. Longhorns will come to the line to run the hurry-up. Quarterback making some changes at the line. And looking to throw now on 1st down. And they heave it deep downfield. Aggressive call, a deep shot on 1st down, but incomplete.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down on the scoreboard, but there's really nothing.
He'll take a deep shot here. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Tries to beat the pressure with a deep shot. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. Not much of a return, but the important thing is the interception sets the offense up at the 45.
Not a real good throw here. He put too much air under the ball, turned into a floater. Now defensively, this is a dream. All you're thinking in that situation is just don't drop it. It's almost like a fair catch on a punt.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Catch made on the right side. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. 2nd down after that short completion. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Escapes the sack. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Pretty good job here by the quarterback of just getting away from the sack and throwing that ball away to live for the next down. I really thought he was going to be brought down. They had such good pressure on him. But once again, you can see the mobility of this young man and what he's capable of.
Nobody can bring him down. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this first half.
And the Canes will line up on 1st and 10. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Throws it too far over everyone's head and incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch in bounds, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
And this pass is on target, caught. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
So it's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Going the other way, can they catch him? And that's a solid return after the interception.
Chris, it feels like to me the offense is being really cautious. The defenders are just sitting back there almost playing backyard football, knowing the offense is being a little bit more conservative. Eyes on the football, stepped in front of it, and makes the pick.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
Great call here by the defensive coordinator, sending that linebacker on the blitz, and it works out for the sack. And tell you, Miami linebacker play over the years, I would put up there with anybody in the country.
2nd and long, backed up at the 8-yard line. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Looking to throw it deep. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. Longhorns will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
Chris, what a play here by this receiver for a big gain for Texas. And you think back over the years with Texas going back decades, I always think about running backs and, of course, quarterbacks.
Powerful running into the secondary. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Offense will set up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
The pass ball is incomplete as time expires in the 1st quarter. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Throws it to the right. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
The Longhorns will come to the line on 4th down, hoping to keep this drive going. Needs a completion here on 4th down. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, at this point, the offensive coordinator has to think about going to the other quarterback. That's his 4th interception in this game alone. He's throwing the ball into coverage, and the defense is making him pay for it.
Here comes the Miami offense back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. On the move, looking deep. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Well, this is what you would call a three-down back. Running backs, they can run between the tackles, they can get outside, and they can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Here, they have the benefit of having one of those kind of backs that can not just catch the ball, but once he gets his hands on the ball, he's got enough wiggle and speed to be able to get after a defense.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. A good pass rush there on first down. They look to throw it here on second down. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Defense are going to keep the pressure up on this third down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Oh, and he fumbles. It's a turnover.
Chris, I don't think he would have gotten the first down regardless, but a good job by this defense of knowing where the first down marker is and then coming in with bad intentions to create that turnover, get the ball back to their offense.
They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Now it's second down here. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking for his back. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They finally get him, but it's across midfield. Big gain to the 33.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, third down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time. Nice throw, and it's a first down.
He'll hand it off. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Receiver makes the grab, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination of this quarterback and receiver for a big day.
Empty set as they try for the two-point conversion. From the shotgun, drops back. And he makes the grab in the end zone. The conversion works, and the game is now tied. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They moved it well last time. Got across the 50, but then fumbled the football away. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Moving past the 25. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple of blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. First down, looking to throw the ball. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. He'll go hurry up here. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Looking right, this one caught. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. They'll have to hurry now, second down with the clock ticking. He hands it to the back. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. The clock is still running. They'll have to hurry up here, but it's a crucial third down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And he scores. Touchdown, Miami. What if they got cooked up with his two-point conversion attempt? There's the snap. He's looking to throw. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
And great job here by the defense on this conversion. Nice heads-up play to prevent the two-point try.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Longhorns offense takes the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Trying to create outside the pocket now. He pulls it in for a big gain. Tackle is finally made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 48-yard line.
What a huge play for this offense as this half is coming to a close. Here's where you've got to get a little greedy, because what seemed like a drive where you're happy to maybe come up with 3 points, now you've got a real shot to maybe put the ball in the end zone.
And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And he's taken down way behind the line. It'll be a huge loss here. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Second down now after the sack. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. So bad plays on first and second down puts him in a tough spot here. Third and very long. Takes the handoff. It's Rivero. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look. And they'll make an adjustment for this important play. The Longhorns will bring their punt team onto the field. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for his big tight end. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
Boy, this quarterback has a lot of confidence in his arm. He tried to thread the needle into double coverage. Lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. This will likely be the last play of the half. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Looking for the wideout. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. Tackle after the pick, and then he'll do it with the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Longhorns will kick it deep to begin the second half. He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws. They are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Backfield is empty here for 2nd and inches. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Looking to scramble.
Well, let's face it, they dug themselves a hole in the first half, but I'll tell you what, they're coming out with a new look and a new energy here to start the second half.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Caught. Completion. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. The Hurricanes hustle to the line to run the hurry up. 4th down. He's throwing for it. And here comes a deep shot. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Chris, this is a great example of the awareness for both sides of the ball. The offense knowing where the first down marker is on 4th and long, and they're able to get to it. But the defense also has to know. They got to prevent the receiver from getting to the marker. They're unable to do it here.
This offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
No, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception in the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game, or he's going to cost his team a game.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
Chris, 1, 2, 3 is bad enough, but 4 interceptions in one game, they have no chance of winning this game if they continue to throw the ball into coverage.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Looking to throw it on 1st down. Grab behind the line, it's Rivera.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Breaks loose at the 40. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting close to the midfield.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Pre-snap motion from the receiver. First down, looking to throw the football. He's moving out of the pocket. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Motion now from the tight end. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
The offense doesn't come up with the completion here, Chris, but I think it gives you an indication of what they think they can do here in the second half of this playoff game.
The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. And now a timeout is taken. The receiving team wanting to talk about things here before the kickoff. The offense failed earlier in a fourth down attempt. They'll try it again here. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Look at this. He'll go deep again. Makes the grab down at the 15-yard line. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Texas.
And that's his second touchdown today. This guy's winning every one-on-one matchup this defense provides. Great job by the quarterback putting the ball where his guy can make a play on it, and he's got two on the board.
And he knocks through the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Turner looking to make a play here. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The Canes looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
Quarterback's got it on the option. He stopped him, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
Chris, I always get a kick out of how much advice defensive players get on third down. You can hear the bench screaming. The crowd is screaming. Watch the draw. Watch the screen. Watch the pass downfield. Rarely do you hear them say, watch the fullback. And there he just slips through for a first down.
The game was enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Hurricanes pick up enough yardage to get a first down. And the back now goes in motion. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful by letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Quarterback keeps it. He's going to try the right side. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here from their own 43. Here's the option play. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Trying for a fourth down completion. Finds his man, has the first down. And he's ruled down after the catch, but it's enough for a first down. The Canes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. They feed the fullback this time. Breaking free at the 35. And that football is out. A potentially game-changing play, but who's got it? The defense. Fumble.
Oh, boy. If there's a single rule of thumb for running backs when they carry the football, it's to obviously protect the ball. This offense is basically entrusting the entire possession on your back to not only move the chains, but keep the ball from going on the ground and getting into the defense's hands.
Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Man, that is a good chunk of yardage picked up by the big guy. Sometimes you don't need a whole lot of space created for a fullback. He can simply make his own way.
This defense just cannot get off the field. A long march moves on. They'll try and run it with the fullback. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Let's face it, we all want a team full of guys that can just make big plays and get first downs and touchdowns. But you know what? You got to have a big man. You can just turn it to him and hand him the ball, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
And that one produces a decent gain.
One thing about the college game is everybody likes to run a version of the spread. But there's still an opportunity every once in a while for the old fullback to get in there and show you what he can do. He reminds you on that play right there.
Physical run earns the first down.
Boy, when you get down into the red zone, one thing we know about quarterbacks in the passing game is the windows are tight. Love to see this offense here picking up some positive yards down in this tight area by getting the ball to a playmaker and letting him do his thing.
First and goal. Any points will give them the lead here in the fourth quarter. Hands off to the fullback. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I love that this defense is still fighting and still attacking. They're defending a first and goal play, and instead of just laying down and letting the offense score, no. They're not backing down. They get penetration, come up with a tackle for a loss.
So from the 9-yard line, it's second and goal. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
Well, you're inside the red zone, which means you can't come away with anything less than 3 points. But you know this offense is thinking about a touchdown. They're trying to get to that end zone. They go with the toss play. The big boys up front being mobile, moving around, and the running back trying to get behind them to find yards. That's exactly what he did there.
This could be the biggest play so far. 4th and goal. And this offense is down. Needs this. It's an option look. Pitch to the back. Touchdown for the U. They jump in front here in the fourth.
Well, what an unbelievable job by this offense, Chris. They put themselves in a position to put a touchdown on the board. They take the lead, and now we'll see if their own defense can hold on to that lead in these last couple minutes of the game.
He makes it into the end zone with a 2-point conversion. That makes it a touchdown lead. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. This one will be fair caught. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. It comes down to this. They need a touchdown. They've got some time to work with. How aggressive will they be? First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Makes a quick catch. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Second down after that previous play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Caught quickly. And it's good for a first down to the 36. The clock is still running. They've got to get set quickly. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. They lost the receiver down there. He's got it for a big gain. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. Second down, we're going to throw it. He's escaping the pocket now. Contact as he let the ball go. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And the offense just takes a knee here. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports.
Before they run down the hill at Clemson, they touch Howard's Rock. Only if they're ready to go, because if they're not, as Frank Howard himself said, keep your stinking hands off my rock. Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina, home to the Tigers. Little gets the blood boiling. Why like a rivalry game? Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Georgia Bulldogs. Taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the returner is stopped. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking for space. It's Blunt. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball off.
Wide out in motion. On 2nd down, he'll fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Quarterback checking the play. They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line, guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Trying to take it back. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Clemson. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside. It can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game when you go back and you look, you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick-6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Quarterback extends the play. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
They've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. Offense getting set for first down. Gonna run it. It's Clements. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Clemson is quick to the line. Wide receiver now comes in motion. A first down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. LSU managed to eke out the victory in a tighter than expected one. Don't blame the gumbo there in Baton Rouge this week. These Tigers are to blame for this one being this close. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. To the air, it's Grant. He's got his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
And they're able to make the tackle.
You see it so much in college football with that motion running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much. All throughout the year, all the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
A designed run for the quarterback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football for them to have.
Oh, the ball's on the ground. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back team.
Racing down the left side. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these design quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground. And in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
Offense set on first down. Just going to keep it after the snap. One step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on designed plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get...
The quarterback doesn't throw it away. Instead, the defense forces a loss.
Georgia, 0.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. He's looking downfield to throw. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Well, there's the trust this quarterback has in his guy, right? He knows he's going to give him an opportunity in critical down and distances. Third down, find your best matchup because you know he can make the catch, he can get his feet in bounds, and keep the drive moving.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll take it himself. Got the first down and more. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Grant. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the big fella.
Well, it's a nice pickup on the play by the tight end there, but how about that massive hit on defense, keeping the tight end short of picking up that first down?
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the catch, he's got enough. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And that is just an awesome job in pass pro there on 3rd down, giving the quarterback an opportunity to scan the field and step into his throw.
The option look. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs!
First and goal. You know what's coming. They know what's coming. Can you stop it? And you can't. Pound the football straight ahead. Get in for 6. Nice job by the big fella.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver shows motion. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's off to the races. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Clemson.
Man, this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down.
Georgia offense will take over 1st and 7.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points, so it's not like you have the luxury.
Picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Here on 3rd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Plows through the defense. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. What a snag by the defense. Got some room to run. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football in.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. He makes a grab. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Bulldozes his way through. And they get to him just before he scores. Run out of bounds at the 1. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and we love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Georgia, 7.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. First down for this offense. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down.
I understand the approach. Let's just get to halftime, right? You're trailing, not in a good position to go after more points. Play conservative, go into halftime, make some adjustments.
Quarterback's just going to take a knee. Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays, now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. And as time runs out here in the 2nd quarter, the offense doesn't want to make this deficit any bigger, so they'll take the knee and head to the half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this 2nd half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the